ship.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back.
Right.
Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
What?
For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right, the wisdom of the Lord, man, right, and the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.
Remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion?
Right.
Or is there any people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Or what generation hath so believed thy covenants?
Right? It said, what's the nation that believed thy covenants? Meaning, as a nation of people, that don't mean you didn't have individuals that did. Because you did have individuals that believed in it. Right? And we talking about individuals of the other nations all throughout the scriptures. Right? All the way to the woman that got preserved, you understand, from the killing. I forget her name off the top of my head, but that got preserved from the killing when they entered into the land of Canaan the very first time. Right? You understand? You had many people that believed in the Lord. Right? But the point is, as the nation of people, guess what? They turn their backs on the Lord. Right? Right? Even in the law. So like, I don't want to keep getting go ahead.
Or what generation hath so believed thy covenants as Jacob? And yet the reward appeareth not.
Right.
And their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen.
Right, through the who?
Through the heathen.
Hey, Ezra said, man, I'm going all through the heathen, man. And what?
And I see that they flow in wealth. And think not upon thy commandments.
Right, they don't think upon the commandments. You think the nations, do you think these other nations didn't know the commandments of the Lord? You think they didn't know the name of the Lord? They didn't understand the commandments. They understood all these things. Why you think you had entire kings that told us we couldn't do these different things? Right. Because why? They understood that we had to keep the Shabbat. Why you think in the book of Maccabees they would literally attack us on the Shabbat? Why you think they knew that we couldn't eat pork? So they would literally force me to it, because why? They had to know what? Our laws. This wasn't a foreign thing to the other nations. That's right. What is my point? My point is the Lord, nobody can say the Lord is unjust at none of his doing. Right. That's why? Right. Because the Lord hey, even when you go to the law, man, Salakia, I was gonna hold off on this just because I know brothers' hands just go, but even when you go to the law, man, the Lord when we went to war with people, we didn't just go to war. We didn't just when we went to war with the other nations. You can hold that for right now. You can warm your hands up, right? But when we went to war with the other nations, man, we didn't just you feel me? Something happened, right? So we just everybody just run. No, that's not how it worked. We was an ordered people, a well-ordered people. We had laws. It's a literal law that you have to go and seek peace from them first. Had to seek a peace treaty first before you went to war with these other nations. It wasn't just you go to the land and then you see the land and you say, yeah, this is a good land. Yeah, I'm gonna snatch all of it. Yeah, come on. Right, give it to me, or you feel me? It's up. No, that's not how these things work, man. Right? You know, but you guys chosen people, right? More than likely, right? These different things, right, is written in the law. Right? Let me pull this up real quick.
You got a fish, Art?
You good? You can hold your what's your name? Right? What's going on, King? What's your nationality? What's your nationality?
Oh. Baptist.
That's a denomination. definition. What's your nationality? Ethnicity.
What's the definition of my nationality?
Right, so the definition of a nationality or ethnicity is a bloodline of people you descend from. Right, where does your bloodline lead to, right? If you was filling, in simplest terms, let me make it simple for you, King. If you filling out a job application, what you gonna mark on there? Black, African American, Negro, Hispanic, Dominican,
Right.
Afro Latino. What you gonna?
Afro American.
So what?
Afro American.
Afro American, okay, right? So you believe in God?
Yeah.
You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
All right. Do you find that word in there, Afro American? Right. So what did God call us? Because isn't that the most important thing above when it comes to calling people names, as far as your nation, your ethnicity?
Hebrew.
Hebrew what? There's a lot of Hebrews.
Yeah.
Right. The white man is a Hebrew. You know that?
What did he call us?
That's what we here for.
Beautiful
King.
question.
We're just here to expound into our people who they are according to what God said. Not according to what man come up with, or
Right.
what your oppressor come up with, but according to what God said. Right? So we're gonna break it down to you quick. Right, go to Isaiah 45 and 40.
Bring it out, bring it out.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
For Jacob, my servant's sake,
Right, for Jacob my servant's sake.
and Israel, mine elect,
Right?
I have even called thee by thy name.
Right, it said in Israel mine elect. Right, so the elect means chosen.
Right?
Right, so the Lord said, hey, his elect is Israel. Right, read it one more time.
God. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect,
Read.
I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
Right, he said I surnamed thee, meaning what? The Lord gave us a name. The Lord didn't give us black people as a name. Right, he didn't give us African American as a name. He didn't give us Afro American as a name.
Sweet.
Right, or Afro Latino. You understand? Or Dominican. Or whatever the case may be. The Lord gave us a God-given nationality. Now, your God-given nationality, according to the Most High, would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right? So you would be a Hebrew Israelite. Right? From the tribe of Judah. That's who you are according to the Most High God. Right now you saying, how do we know this? How can we prove this? Why are we saying this? Because the scriptures back it up. Right? A lot of people think this is a religious book. You understand? Made for all people on the earth. No, this is a record book.
Right.
It's literally a book of records. Why you think it has entire genealogies, you understand, in it? I don't know of any other religious book that has entire genealogies in it. But now all of a sudden, the Holy Bible that has complete genealogies in it of multiple different men and people, now all of a sudden that's for everybody on earth. So the point is, King, right, we're going to give you one example of how we know we're Israelites, right? Deuteronomy 28:68.
Bring it out, bring it out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus, and the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
Right? Now I said the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt, right? That word Egypt is going into bondage and slavery, right? When you go into that word, right, like I said, it's going into bondage and slavery and captivity, right? So it goes back to the Hebrew word Mizrayim, which means two straits. Now when you read that again, right, go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
Said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, right? You don't need to get from Israel to Egypt to Israel. You can walk simply, right, if need be. Right?
Again, with ships.
They said with ships. How did we get to America? On ships, right? Right, we didn't just get here out of nowhere. Some of us was here before, but even those that was here before, guess what? They got here by way of ships. Right? Right? So the point is, the Bible prophesied about this happening years and years and thousands of years before it actually did happen. That's called what? Prophesying. It's called a prophecy. With that being said, that's one of the ways of how we know we the Israelites. Because guess what? I'm gonna ask you a straight up question. Did the so-called white man go into slavery on ships? No. Right?
Yeah.
So can I be talking about the so-called white men over there in that land?
No.
Who they gotta be talking about?
The Israelites.
And who are the Israelites?
The Hebrew Israelites.
Who are the Hebrew Israelites?
That's
right.
Nah, see, that ain't hard. That's simple, ain't it? Right. Yeah, the math is mathing right now.
Right.
You understand? So the point is, King, that's one of the ways, out of the many other ways, but that's one of the ways how we can tell, right, and how we know, right, we are the Hebrew Israelites, right, the actual chosen people of the Most High God. Because a lot of people don't know that God has a chosen people. A lot of people say, no, everybody's chosen. A lot of people say everybody's a child of God, but nowhere in the Bible do it say that.
Right.
I'll pay anybody anything to say that we are all, we say all nations on the earth are the sons of God.
Right.
Are the children of God. Right, that's not in there, man. All throughout the scriptures, the Lord has a chosen people and recognized the specific people as his children.
That's right, that's right.
You understand? With that being said, right, go to the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Right?
He said it's going to be 144 people that just gone.
So the 144 is not a total amount.
Okay.
The 144 is amongst what you would call the 1/3.
Right.
Right, so you got a lot of people like, I remember years ago, this is over a decade ago, this is probably like 14 or 12 years ago, maybe longer than that. Kendrick Lamar, he had a song, and in the song, back when he was a Christian, he was like, it's hard having faith when I look at, paraphrasing greatly, but basically he was saying it's hard to keep having faith when I look at my life and I read the scriptures and I see that only 144 can make it, 144,000 can make it. So a lot of people, they don't have understanding of what that's talking about. A lot of people think that literally only 144,000 people can go into the kingdom. It's not what that's talking about. All right, that's just talking about a specific remnant of people, you understand, who's going to be looked at as the governors of Israel. That's all it's talking about, right? It's not saying that only 144,000 people can get into the kingdom, right? Because right after that, it tell you that it's a whole innumerable amount of people.
It's more meaning to it. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Right, literally right after that in Revelation chapter 7, right? Revelation 7 and verse 9. Right, but go read this real quick.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God,
Right,
and keep his commandments.
right.
For this is the whole duty of man.
Read on.
For God shall bring every work into judgment,
Right.
with every secret thing, whether it be good,
Whether it be good,
or
Whether it be evil.
right, or whether it be evil. So the point is, right, you want your good to outweigh the evil.
right?
Right, and it's not talking about helping an old lady across the street or holding the door open for a woman. It's talking about keeping these laws and commandments in sincerity and in truth to the best of your ability. You understand? Those are those works that's going to get put in judgment.
That's right.
So guess what? The main thing, like it just told you, is what? Keeping the commandments. That's the whole duty of man. That's how you please the Lord, by uplifting, magnifying his name, having faith in him, and keeping the commandments.
Yeah.
So with that being said, right, we're gonna give you one commandment. Is that cool?
Oh yeah.
All praise. You eat pork, you eat ribs, you eat pork chops,
No, I had to leave it alone.
you don't eat bacon.
No.
All praise to the Most High.
Hey, boy. I said something, but I don't know. But hey, no, I had to leave it alone because that's what me and my daughter was doing. So now it's just turkey. But look at here,
All
man.
praise to the Most High.
Pork chops, bacon. You know, I still like it. I just don't do it.
Right, but we can't like it at all.
Oh, hey,
Gotta hate
Right,
it.
because we're up here, we
Either
hate it.
love
You
or
want to
hate,
know why
right.
we hate it? Because a lot of times that's a downfall of our people. Because when our people indulge in those different things, it's sin unto the Most High God.
Right.
We hate what the Lord hates. So if the Lord hates sin, guess what we hate?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's our job to come out here and let our people know where they do err at. So it's good that you don't eat it,
Right.
but it ain't no looking back talking about, man, it was good when I was it. No.
I understand.
Right? But it's good that you don't eat it, right? You can't ever eat it though.
That's right.
You can't what they call it cheat. When you supposed to be on the diet or something.
Have a cheat
and
day.
Then you eat something, they say they call it cheating. Guess what? There ain't no cheating in this, brother. So if you can't, go back to it.
Yeah.
All right, you doing good right now.
Yeah.
Right, but you gotta stay on that pace, right? What about seafood?
Yeah.
What kind of seafood you eat?
Shrimp.
Okay. What else?
Tilapia,
Okay, what else?
perch, catfish.
Catfish. Okay. What else?
Yeah.
That's about the main things.
Bluegill.
Bluegill.
Yeah.
That's about the main things that you eat.
No, not the mainest thing.
No, I'm talking about like as far as seafood.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. So let's bring this up.
Lobster.
Deuteronomy 14 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Right, so it's going to tell you what we can eat in the waters. Because guess what? We are people. Right, we are a nation. We're not just a bunch of people living amongst all the other nations. No,
Right.
we had our own government structure.
Right.
We had our own apparel. We had our own laws, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So guess what? We got to go back to living in the confines of those different things.
Yeah.
As a nation of people, that's how we stand up. You don't stand up by staying in the street, right? Like this with a sign that say I can't breathe. That's not doing nothing.
Right.
Right? It's thoughtful, but guess what? That's not going to make a change at the end of the day. Because guess what? Ain't they still shooting us?
Yep.
Yeah.
So guess what it done? Nothing. Right? Bring this up.
All that have fins and scales
So
shall ye eat.
right. So if it got fins and scales, you can eat it.
Yeah.
Straight up. If it got
Catfish
fins
ain't
and
got no scales.
right, it don't. So guess what you got to do?
Gotta leave it alone.
That's right.
Leave it alone.
You gotta leave it far away from it. Right?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
What else don't got fins and scales that you name?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Shrimp.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Shrimp.
Remember getting jaw.
Lobster.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, shrimp, crab, lobster. So like shrimp, crab, lobster. You said catfish, right? Those things don't got fins and scales.
Yeah.
So guess what? We got to do away with that. Those are bottom feeders, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention, the Lord said we can't do it straight up.
Yeah.
Right? Regardless of the reasoning of it, guess what? Our Heavenly Father that got power over us, life and death, told us not to do it. So guess what? We're not going to do? Eat those different things.
That's right.
Right? Would you be willing to do that for the Lord, brother?
Oh yeah.
All praise to the Most High. But guess what? You can eat. That don't mean you can't eat no seafood. It just gotta have fins and scales.
Right.
So guess what? You named some stuff that do got fins and scales. Tilapia, bluegill, bass, salmon, perch, whiting. Guess what? All them fish you can eat. So it ain't like you gotta go vegan, right? You just can't indulge in the ones that the Lord said don't have fins and scales.
Right.
All right. So that seems simple, right? All praise to the Most High, right? So you got to continue to do is continue to learn about these different things. It's more than just that, right? It's a lot more than just that. But obviously, for the sake of time, right? And we can't give you every single commandment. You understand right now, right? So it's up to you to continue learning about your heritage at the end of the day, right? As a what?
As a what?
As a what? What did God call you? Are you going to are you going to stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster as a so-called black man?
No.
What you going to stop eating it as?
As a Hebrew.
That's right. That's right.
Israelite.
That's right. That's right, brother. Right, because that's the mind transformation that we got to take hold of in the last
Right.
right?
Yes.
Not as black men, because guess what? There's no power in being a black man.
Right.
Not at all.
Right? We've been a black man for over 60 years.
Smack.
And guess what? They ain't did nothing for us.
Damn.
You understand? We done been African Americans for close to about 20 to 30 years. It ain't done nothing for us. Actually, longer than that. About 30, 35, 40 years. Right? And they ain't done nothing for us. Guess what we got to get back to? What the Most High God called us.
That's right.
Is what? Hebrew Israelites. Right? And not only come back as Hebrew Israelites, but conduct ourselves in like manner. As the righteous Hebrew Israelites, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? You had a question, King?
Yes. Do you guys have a card?
A card? Yeah, we do.
Flyer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right,
Thank
so
you,
on
fellas.
there,
Right
King,
on.
right, Salakia, where that yellow one at?
I got the yellows.
Indiana.
Yeah, just because it got the email on there, the Indiana email.
Here you go, Kane. This one more up to date.
I don't know if
Keep both of them.
Okay.
Right now, the yellow one, they got the email on it. So if you ever got any questions or want to hit us up, right, you can always hit that email. Right, we'll get back with you as soon as we can, King. Right?
Absolutely.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise. All praise.
What's your nationality before you leave, King? What did God call you?
Hebrew Israelite.
That's right. Right, and what can't you eat?
Nothing without scales.
And what else?
And fins.
That's
right,
That's right, brother. That's right. Can you eat pork?
No.
That's right.
Why not? Is it because you got health problems, or is it because what?
No. It's because in the Bible, he told that thing to go in that pig. He told his spirit to
But
go in that pig.
that did happen. But guess what? The law was even before then, though.
Yes.
But you are right. He did tell the wicked spirits to go into the pigs, right? Because guess what? Pigs are unclean as well.
Yeah.
You understand? But right, it's because the Most High God says so. Whatever the Lord say, that's what we're gonna stand on.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Right.
All praise to the Most High. You got any other questions?
No, this is it. I'm about to check this out, my man.
All praise to the Most High.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe and warm. All right, King.
All praise our Hebrides.
All praise to the Most High. That's right.
Thank you, fam. Thank you.
That's
Thank
right,
you.
bro.
Thank you, bro.
You ever got any questions? We always up here, Lord willing.
Yep.
Right, Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
All praise to the Most High, King.
All right. One fellas. One love.
Shalom, King.
Shalom, King. Peace and blessings.
Thank you, my man.
All right, so all praise to the Most High God, man. Right, so we can go back to that in
I got the
3 and 32.
Khan, back to the book. A second Ezra, chapter 3. And verse 32, and it reads.
Bring it out.
Or is there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel?
Right.
Or what generation had so believed thy covenants as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments.
Said a thing not upon thy commandments, right? So these other nations, they don't think about the commandments
At all.
We're not saying that Andrew somewhere with fringes on and no border of blue is not thinking upon the command. That's not what we're saying.
Right.
Right, but the Lord, if you notice, judges as a nation of people. Right. All throughout the scriptures.
Right.
You understand? That doesn't mean that, and an example of that is what? In the book of Exodus, man. I will sit here and say that I'm pretty sure it was probably one Egyptian, maybe more than that, but every single Egyptian in the land of Egypt wasn't down whipping the back of the Israelite, man. But what did the Lord do? He judged them as an entire nation.
That's right.
He judged them as an entire people. All throughout the scriptures, these things are done. Right? During the time of the the Persian and Medes. You understand? The Babylonians, the Greeks. Right? These things happen, right, as a nation. Or the Lord can judge as an individual. But right, as a nation of people, these people, guess what? They don't think upon the name of the Lord. But instead, what do? They imagine vain things and ways to try to get the people, you understand, to sin.
That's right,
right? And imagine ways and things against the children, you understand, of Israel, on devices and things that they could do. But like I tell you in the book of Psalms, right, these things are not going to come into fruition.
That's right.
Right. Same thing the Lord said. He said, if it be possible, right, if it be possible, right, these different things would deceive the elect.
Right.
But guess what? It's not. Right, not only is it going to deceive the elect, but guess what? A lot of these things that they plan to do is not going to happen.
Right.
Right, it's never going to be one world order. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry to break it to the people. Right, the only one world order it will ever be is when Yahweh establishes government upon the face of the earth.
That's right. That's right.
Right, Esau is not going to get the pride or the arrogancy or the luxury, right, to be able to establish a one world government throughout the entire face of the earth.
Never.
Sucker.
Right, all the conspiracy theories and Project Bluebeam and all that. Yeah, I'm sorry to break your dreams down, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right, it's not. But right, give me the book of
And where you been?
Deuteronomy 2.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20.
Start at verse, I believe I want 12.
In verse 12.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus.
Start at 10.
Verse 10.
Bring it
It's the
out.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20 and verse 10, and it reads, when thou comest, Salakia, when thou comest nigh unto a city
Right, it said, when thou comest nigh unto a city to do what?
to fight
Against
it, then proclaim peace.
Then do what?
Then proclaim
peace.
Meaning what? You're not just supposed to run up in the city. Right? We had order in how we did things and how we conducted things. You understand? You would give them a chance before blood was shed. Right? It said, then proclaim peace, read.
Unto it. And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is down therein shall be tributers.
Shall be what?
Shall be tributers.
Meaning tributary. Right? Meaning what? If you proclaim peace unto them before you go on besiege, look, much like if brother seen the movie 300.
Xerxes.
Right, when he sent the messenger, right? It was the Persian.
Yeah.
Right? And when he sent the Persian there, you understand? At least they got something right. Even in that movie though, they made him dark skinned. Right? But when they sent the messenger there and he tried to proclaim peace first. Right? He went there, he said, hey, look, we'll give you this, we'll negotiate, you can be a part of this, right? You'll be tributaries, right? In so many words. You understand?
All the God King Xerxes requires is this, a simple offering of earth and water, a token as Sparta's submission to the will of Xerxes.
Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Madness. This is Sparta!
And when they denied it, and guess what? They brought the war on.
That's right.
Right? That's exactly what Israel did. Right? That's how we conducted these different things. Right?
And they shall serve thee.
Right?
And if it will make no peace with them.
Meaning if they don't accept our peace offering, you understand? If they're not trying to get down if they're not trying to get down, you understand? Then read.
But will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it.
It said, then shalt thou besiege it. I mean, what? You give them a chance first.
Right.
You give them a chance. And guess what? The Lord gave these people a chance.
That's right.
Right? Gave them a chance. And what did they do with it? Right? They turned their backs on it. Just like Ezra understood, just like all the prophets understood. And these different things we got to understand in the last days concerning these other nations and concerning, man, I would say the bigger nations, right? These other nations and concerning the state, concerning the understanding who can be saved, who can't be, right? We just went through an entire making it plain upon tables.
Right.
Right? All the we didn't say the plot of the movie. Right? We went over the plot. Right? What's going on, brother? You trying to take a flyer?
Right here.
So look, these different things our people gotta understand. And understand that you gotta be weaned from the milk. Right? And there's nothing wrong with going back into the milk. And we all gotta go back into the milk, man.
Yes,
grown men drink milk still. Right? Like we said earlier, hey, they tell you to make your bones strong.
Yeah.
And a lot of times Jake's bones and Eve's bones wax feeble over time. And that's why they get tossed to and fro with all these doctrines. Now you got people that believe that all nations can be saved.
Yeah.
Right? You got people believing that what we do is awful, wicked, this and that, all type of different things.
Right.
All type of different doctrines and so on and so forth that they go into. Right? But like we read in the book of Genesis chapter 12, you understand? Guess what? Hey, the Lord said, hey, and I will bless all the nations that bless you, I will bless them. Paraphrasing greatly. Right? But all the nations that will curse you, I will curse them. And what happened? Guess what? All the nations curses. So therefore what? Guess what? They all got to get these curses upon them.
That's
You read
right.
about that?
That's right.
In Deuteronomy chapter 30. So we're not wrong for understanding what happened. We not wrong for understanding that what? Hey, these nations, all they did was play a part in our downfall and kicked us while we was down.
That's right.
That's called cursing. Right? So guess what? Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7 is going to be in full effect when the Lord comes back.
That's right.
It's not none of that all day. You going to have some, man, I done heard all type of stuff, man.
What you hear, huh?
People, they talking about you going to have Edomites in position of power, in positions of ruling.
Not never.
GOCC?
Right? It ain't just GOCC, man.
Right.
It's people in camps.
Damn.
People in camps, people in assemblies, people period, man. Why? Because you have people that's not rooted in the milk of the word.
Right.
That's right. And they just being tossed to and fro, because why? They never had a solid foundation to begin with. We don't have that solid foundation, what's bound to happen? Eventually it's gonna crack. And guess what? When it crack over time, what's gonna happen? That crack gonna get deeper and deeper and deeper until you eventually fall apart.
Right.
Somebody bring you a precept that you might have ain't seen it before. Or you might not know how to necessarily break that down. So guess what? Your whole foundation crack off of one scripture.
Right.
Now you scratching your head talking about, man, y'all Pharisees, y'all this, y'all that. When did Yahweh say that you gotta tell the nation they going into the... Come on, brother.
Right. Madness.
What are we doing?
You done drowned.
So these different things, it's okay to go back into, man. And you should go back into these different things. There's nothing wrong with going over the basic precepts. Right? But as you say all the time, you got 1,000 precepts that say this and then one scripture that say this. But you gotta find out the matter. Yep. You can't just see that one scripture and then be like, damn, so I guess all people can be saved. Man. Or damn, I guess you can eat pork.
Damn.
Right? Or you can smoke weed.
Damn.
Right? Or you can do this, or you can do that. That's not how this thing goes.
At all.
Right? These different things, right? We're gonna bring it out again, right? Give me that in Isaiah, right? Chapter 28, 10. Sister, you guys chosen people, you're an Israelite, right? We got
That's right. The book of Isaiah.
Start at 9.
Chapter 28 and verse 9.
Bring it up.
Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk.
Said them that are weaned from the milk, read.
And drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept.
Right.
Precept upon precept.
Right.
Line upon line. Line upon line.
Right.
Here a little and there a little.
Keep reading though.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people.
Keep going.
To whom he said, this is the rest, wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing. Yet they would not hear.
Yet they would not hear, read on.
But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept.
It was unto them precept upon precept.
Precept upon precept.
Read.
Line upon line. Line upon line.
Go ahead.
Here a little and there a little.
And this is how the scriptures are mapped out. Not literally, but this is how the doctrine, you understand, this is how you get the true doctrine, by linking precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little and there a little. But what ends up happening for people who this is likened unto, or so like for the way that the Lord mapped these different things out to be able to understand the Lord's doctrine, right? He did it for a reason, and it's here to tell you that reason, read.
That they might go and fall back.
That they might go and fall backwards. Meaning what? Yeah, you got people that, hey, they supposed to be in this truth, but sometimes they supposed to have a certain type of understanding, right? A certain type of realization of certain things, or whatever the case may be. Everybody is not supposed, this is the thing too, at this point in time, like we just went over in the book of Genesis, everybody's not supposed to have the exact same thing, man. You understand?
Right.
Because unto the gathering of the people has to be unto Yahweh Shai, man. Like it tell you in the book of Genesis chapter 49 and 11. Unto Shiloh, right? And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Right.
Right? At the end of the day, not every single Israelite, but majority of the Israelites believe in his son. That's right. We believe in the Most High God, we believe in his son, Yahweh Shai. That's right. We believe you gotta keep the commandments, right?
That's right.
That's the basic. Right, that's the point, really. Right, so the gathering of the people is going to be in the Shiloh, right? The peaceable one in the Heathen.
Right.
Go ahead.
that they might go and fall backward and be broken. And snared and taken. Wherefore, hear the word of the Lord.
Right, that's it on that, right? So these things is like the way that it is because why? Hey, people they gotta fall back.
That's right.
Right? Everybody's not gonna be able to understand these different things. Or throughout the process of time, people, hey, they might fall away from it. Simply because what? Hey, they lack the foundation. They lack the proper foundation of the milk of the word. You come into the truth and you trying to figure out damn revelations and in the book of we living in the book of Revelation, brother. What's the commandments?
Right.
Right? Are you keeping them to the best of your ability?
Are you?
I'm not saying you can't ask. You forbidden to ask a question. Right? When you first come to this thing, or when you however long into this thing. But at the end of the day, what? Hey, you gotta build that solid foundation so that when, if God forbid, you understand, it cracks. Right? That crack don't keep getting deeper and deeper and deeper, but instead you can fill that crack up with cement.
Right.
Which is the what? The proper understanding.
Right.
Right? From where did you get it from? The milk of the word. Right? So throughout these different things, right, we gotta make sure that we hold tight into the milk, hold tight into the foundation, right? The doctrine of the Lord, right? And not be swayed to and fro in these last days. Through what? Man's wisdom, man's doctrine, right? Having a sorrowful heart for the other nations, right? You got people calling us Pharisees, say we going off. Man, y'all Pharisees. I hate when people just use that word like it's a derogatory term or something.
Right. They don't know what's going on.
Like, bro, do you not know a Pharisee is a doctor of the law?
Right.
All you did was you had a group of Pharisees who didn't believe. It was just a group of them.
That's it.
It wasn't every single Pharisee, right? Sisters, y'all God's chosen people, all right? We the Israelites. We gotta repent, keep the commandments, family. All right, y'all stay safe.
Take a fly for
So these different things, like they look at it like this is like the Pharisee is the worst thing on the earth. Worst thing on the earth a Pharisee is. No, a Pharisee is a doctor of the law. Hey, how was I told you to listen to the Pharisee?
That's right.
Literally.
Matthew 23:2.
He told you to listen to them. Right? Not only that, every Pharisee, they act like every Pharisee was wicked.
Right.
You had righteous Pharisees, man.
Right.
You had righteous ruler of the Jews. Right? Nicodemus, Gamaliel, right? So on and so forth. Even damn, I forget his name, but the man that had the counsel with the other Pharisees and told them that, hey, it's profitable for one man to die, you understand, for the nation instead of the whole nation perish, when you read the book of John. Why did he say that? Because he understood that Hamashiach Yahushua was the Hamashiach.
Right.
He was the Christ. So to say, oh, the Pharisees, they didn't believe in him, right? Or all the Pharisees was wicked, or you a Pharisee, right? You just stop using it out of turn. Stop using it, not understanding what it comes with, right? At least pick a different word, right? And then even that word is false. You get mad at us because we tell the other nations they're going into slavery. You get mad at us because we say, hey, look, hey, only the God's chosen people can make it. The other nations, they're gonna be slaves in the kingdom. Are we wrong? Is that did we tell a lie or something? They say we gatekeeping. They say we gatekeeping the kingdom.
That's crazy.
Right? That's crazy. It's all we doing is reading what the scripture says.
Right. Gold tender.
Yeah. All we doing is reading what the scripture says, man. Right? And the whole time, really, you just don't like the words of the Lord, man. That's all it comes down to.
Whole time.
Right?
Whole time.
All it is damn Christians that found out they was Israelites.
That's it.
Right? Nothing different, right? But all praises. Right? To hey, brother, you want to take a flyer real quick? Right, so all praise to Yahweh, right, by Sunni Al-Shah. What's your nationality?
What's your brother?
What's your nationality?
Who, me?
Yeah.
My nationality?
Yeah.
Black.
Can you try to take a flyer, King? I said you try to take a flyer?
Here.
All praise to the Most High God. Right, so go back to that in or just finish that in second Esdras. Chapter 3 and 30, I think you left off at 34.
So we're trying to show him something.
Alright.
Back to the book.
I forgot with my original lesson. Well, I didn't get into all the whole rant earlier.
Tangents are alright.
The book of second Esdras, chapter 3 and verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there is also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
Right, it said but in Israel. Right, your name is not going to be found nowhere else. But in Israel. Right, the name of the Lord is found with His people.
Right,
children of Israel. Man. You understand? What does that mean? That don't mean we the only people that literally know the name of the Lord, right? You goddamn heathens walking around talking about saying the name of the Lord. Sure. What does it mean? Hey, we the ones that keep the sayings of the Lord, right? We the ones that keep His laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. We're the ones, you understand, that hold tight unto the prophecies of the Lord. That's right. Right, and are able to go through these different things and prophesy them unto our people. Right, like we was commanded from the beginning. That's right. Go ahead.
Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts.
Right.
But not the heathen.
Straight up, it said, but not the heathen. Right, so the heathen they didn't understand nor keep these different things. Right, like it told you in the book of Job, hey, they had not God all in their heart, man. Right on their mind, but they turned their backs on the Lord, man. Now somebody can say, oh, y'all did too. Well, guess what? The Lord made the promise with Israel. Right?
It is what
Sucks
it is.
for you, man. That ain't my problem.
Sucks to suck.
Right. Right, that ain't my problem. Right, I didn't tell the Lord to make it with us. He chose to, and all praises for it. I'll call all y'all about Shimei outside for it, because if He didn't, we'd be in trouble. Right, we'd be on the other end. We'd be so mad. I know if I found out the truth and I was a heathen, boy, I'd be tight. I'd be tight, boy. It'd be. What's going on, family? Y'all got something? People want to take a quick flyer? Quick piece of paper?
Thank you.
All right, we got to repent His commandments, family. Right, I know I'd be tight though, man. Right. I'd be like, man, ain't this something? I go live it up though. Yeah. I go live it up if I was them. Right? Shit, they might as well go sell their soul. Right. You feel me? Come and get some money, be a movie star or something. I don't know. Right? But we gonna wait patiently. You understand? Like y'all about y'all was shot.
That's right.
Right. Go to the book of give me Psalms 18. Go to the last verse.
The book of Psalms, chapter 18.
Do the second to last verse, select it.
And verse 20.
You know,
they that come after him shall be astonished at his day.
Start another verse up, select it.
Verse 19. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling.
Start another verse up.
Verse 18. He shall be driven from light into darkness.
Right, so he shall be driven from light into darkness, read.
And chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people.
Right.
Nor any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day. As they that went before were affrighted.
Read.
Surely some.
Right with the portion of the wicked, but that's the portion that we don't want to be a part of. Right? We want to get it on the first round. Right? We want to be first round draft picks. Right? We don't want to be free agents. Right? You're a free agent, you get regenerated into the kingdom. Right? Nah, we want to be first round draft picks. Yeah! When people go to the league, all of them trying to be a first round draft pick, man. Right? And when your stock falls in the draft, guess what? You lose money.
Right.
You lose stock. Right? Well, you lose what? Your spot. Right? On that roster.
Right.
Right? When you when you got to get signed on as a free agent, then well, hey, you got to kind of get in where you fit in. You might have to try for multiple teams. You might make it. You might not. Right? You might come through the loins of this man. Right? You grow up. Now you the least in the kingdom. All praise. Yeah, you got there, but hey. We don't want to just be there, man.
Right. Yeah.
Right? If it be the Lord's will, hey, we wanna rule something, man.
Trying to rule something.
Right? We wanna rule over 10 cities, man. You understand? We wanna be able to have hundreds of slaves, man, not just one slave that buck up all day.
One.
Right? He kind of call you out your name.
Damn.
Right?
Dwarf.
Yeah, he a dwarf. Damn. That's a hell of a lie, kid. God forbid. Dwarf. Right? He a dwarf. Right? You ask him to bring you some lemonade. Right? He kind of do you like Ice Cube on Friday. He kind of drop it on accident on the ground.
Stop it.
Put it back in there, get bread, bring it to you, say, here, master. Right? And nah, man, Now, we want to make it on the first round, man. We want to make it on the first go around.
Right.
You understand? We don't want to be a case like you read about in the book of John, chapter 5. Right? 32 on or 34 on down. Right? Or like in the book of Daniel, chapter 12. Or like in the book of Isaiah. You understand? I believe that's Isaiah either 26 or 32.
Right.
But we want to be first round draft picks. Abaratazah. Right. It's all little will of the Lord at the end of the day. Right. But go to the book of Acts, chapter 1, right, verse 6. We're gonna end on this. Right. The next mighty speaker is gonna come up. Right, Acts chapter 1. Right, verse 6.
Acts 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Right, they said, wilt thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? Right, that's what our forefathers, that's what the disciples asked him, right, when he came back the first time. You understand? But guess what? The next time we see the Lord, man, hey, it won't be no questions.
Right.
Right. We're gonna understand these different things, and it's gonna be Him coming back to restore the kingdom unto the Israel.
That's right.
Right. To rule upon the face of the earth, to have all the nations under subjection, man. Right. To have all these nations to be subservient unto.
That's right.
Right. To be able to walk on streets paved with gold, to not have to have back pains, not have to work in the factory no more, man. You gotta work in the day, or you working in the kitchen, man, or you doing this, or you doing that, right? But instead to be able to have workers, man. Right? To have your own vineyard, your own mansion, man. Right? To have your own chariot, your own horses. You're gonna get to choose whether you want to ride in your chariot or whether you want to ride in your on your horse, man. Right? Gonna have all type of different fruits, man. Food, so on and so forth, to be able to eat, man. And them feast days in the kingdom is gonna be magnificent. It's gonna be marvelous. It's gonna be words we can't even use to describe the feast days, man. But all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh for it. And with that, Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night, huh? Right. The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back, man. Right. Nobody knows, man.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. What? For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man. Right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man. Right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed. Right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle. Right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.